Good morning. I'm with Minotaur Software. My name is Wendy Pinio, and I'm going to be talking to you this morning about ways to simplify your approach to traceability and how using a one-system approach really is the better way. Before I do that, however, I'd just like to take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about who we are and what we do. Minotaur Software is the software developer, and we've been providing solutions for food manufacturers and distributors for the last 25 years. Traceability is certainly something that's been a hot topic in discussions within the food industry of late. The recent Growing Forward grant program that was released last year, close on the heels of a prior Lot Traceability program, really shows how government is really helping companies to move forward with their traceability initiatives. We at Minotaur have been very fortunate to have a number of customers that were able to take advantage of these grant programs. But outside of the government, who really cares? The consumer's buying power plays a very important determinant not only in the success of your products, but also of your business as a whole. Canadians are very concerned about the safety of their products. So we have consumers and government who are applying pressure for food safety initiatives. But it doesn't stop there. Anytime you're thinking about implementing traceability within your facility, it can certainly be somewhat daunting. I just want to take a few minutes to look at the various areas within your facility where recording of lot information will be important. Receiving is a very important area. This is the first point where product reaches your facility and where the initial tracking of lots will begin. The next two areas, batch production, the mixing of the cookie doughs, the cooking and the packaging of those cookies, are the two areas where manufacturers find it quite challenging to manage all of that information. The last place where you will be recording the lot information will be shipping out to your customers. Here we have a photo of one of our customers, Helenda's Fine Foods, out in Oshawa. Here they are using scan guns to scan 128 barcodes that will capture not only the product information, but also the lots that are going out to customers as well. So handheld scanning is another way to simplify and improve efficiencies with your traceability. Once you decide to start tracking traceability in your facility, you have a decision to make. At receiving, are you going to use your supplier lot numbers, or are you going to reassign an internal lot number? Both approaches are acceptable with the CFIA. However, the trend is moving more towards using supplier lot numbers and maintaining those throughout your manufacturing process and out to your customers. We actually have a customer that for many, many years had been using and reassigning lot numbers internally. One of their large suppliers within the last year has suggested, if you want to use the word suggestion, that they must start using and maintaining their supplier lot numbers through the manufacturing process and out to their customers if they wanted to continue to buy product from them. So we see yet another external reason for implementing a traceability system. We already talked a little bit about the importance of an accountable receiver. That really is very critical because that's the first place that the lot information will be tracked. We have found that putting a computer or workstation out in the receiving area can certainly help with the process of getting the information recorded quickly, and also conveying and discussing with that receiver just how important a job he has. Once they understand that the job that they do will impact others within the company, this can also go a long way to ensuring that the information that's collected is both accurate and timely. If you're receiving many raw materials in from different suppliers, you'll be challenged with various label formats. Training staff to recognize what is the correct lot number on a label among the various numbers that a label may contain is very critical. One of our customers that was working on their HACCP certification decided to take photos of all of their supplier labels and compile those into a manual. Sure, this was a lot of effort up front, but to them the payback was significant. They felt very confident that their staff could not only identify the correct lot number on an incoming case, but also do it quickly. It also provided a great training manual for new employees. Another way that companies will often manage those various label formats is to relabel product coming in. This could simply be with a generic label. So again, staff know quickly and accurately which is the lot number for that particular product. When moving to the next level of handheld scanning, companies might also choose to relabel product with the 128 barcode that contains both the product identifier and the lot number. That raw material or buy-sell item could then be scanned within the facility and out to customers as needed. When using an all-in approach such as the Minotaur system, another advantage can be having batch sheets that actually suggest the lots of raw materials to use. This can actually save time in the plant as well as helping with accuracy. As long as staff are using the lots of raw materials that are suggested, they do not have to be writing anything down. They can simply confirm that they're using what they were supposed to use. Only in the event that they would have to choose a different lot would they need to record it so that lot traceability and inventory control is maintained. This can also help with making sure that your inventory is turning over correctly and the oldest lots are being used. Again, an all-in-one system can do the same thing for sales order pick tickets, suggesting the lots for shippers to pick for customer orders. Now, certainly many customers or many companies within the food industry are doing lot traceability in one form or another. It could be manual. Many are doing this in Excel spreadsheets, and that is certainly doable. However, for manufacturers, and certainly for companies once they reach a certain size, managing all that information within an Excel spreadsheet can be extremely challenging. Here, for instance, we have some gluten-free flour. That one raw material can go into many work in progress, go to many finished goods, and out to many, many customers. Indeed, that is a lot of information to manage manually. I was actually out at a prospect several years ago, and they felt quite confident in their ability to manage their lot traceability in Excel. It wasn't until one of their major suppliers required that they did a mock recall. During that mock recall, much to their horror, they discovered that they were using raw materials in production that they'd never even purchased. They were selling lots of finished product to customers that they never even made. This was a real eye-opener for them. And I think it's a really good example how, despite the best intentions, manual lot traceability is wide open to human error. Now, there are lots of different reasons for recalls. There could be a supplier recall, such as the wood slivers that were in the flour due to a malfunction in the flour mill. A recall outside of a company's control. You might also experience recalls due to allergens. Perhaps you've run out of a certain flour, your soy-free flour. You call a supplier and request some more, but they don't have any, and they offer you a product substitution, which you gladly accept. Much to your dismay, you then discover that you've used a raw material that was not a certified gluten-free raw material in a product that is labeled as gluten-free. You're now in a recall situation. Could also be an undeclared allergen, such as the milk that was in the brownie that was not indicated on the label. We often find when talking to companies that they like to approach their traceability or recall in one of two ways. Could be by tracing a specified lot number. This could be a supplier, work in progress, or finished good lot number. Being able to put that into a system and very quickly know, in this case for a lot of yeast, whether or not there is any current stock of this lot, what receiving it came in on and when, and the ability to drill down on that receiving and identify if any other lots of product came in on that receiving that perhaps might also need to be investigated. That yeast was used in some dough. The dough was then turned into pizzas, and those pizzas were shipped to a number of customers. Having a system quickly pull all that information together can save you time and also reduce your stress in what is already a stressful situation, enabling you to take action on that recall very, very quickly. The other way that people might sometimes want to trace their information is by a production day. This could be simply a date. Maybe something happened in the plant that day. It could be on a particular line. Maybe there was an issue with a particular piece of equipment. Being able to quickly identify all of the items and lots that were produced, in this case on October 19th, and equally as important, all of the subsequent items that were produced from any of those items on the 19th is very critical. The system will then also show you what lots and quantities are still in stock and how much you need to trace, followed by a consolidated customer summary for all of the items, lots that are affected, and the invoices on which they went out. Again, enabling you to take action in the event of a recall very, very quickly. Now, whenever we go out to customers and we're talking about recall, the first thing that comes up is cost. Yes, absolutely, there will be a cost in implementing a traceability system or process. However, I think it's important to think of all the other benefits that you will realize as a result. Using a computerized system such as the Minotaur system will enable you to perhaps tighten up your lot size, thereby reducing your exposure, reducing your costs in the event of a recall, minimizing the man hours that will be involved in expediting the recall process. You can improve productivity with the recording of lots, those lots going out on batch sheets and pick tickets, so nobody is having to actually write down the lots that are being used, simply confirming and only indicating when using otherwise. Can it help with your inventory turnover and reduce costs due to expired product or short shelf life product? And there are many, many benefits relating to costing and profitability information. I don't have enough time to go into that at this presentation this morning, but do come by and visit us at booth 135, and we'd be more than happy to discuss those benefits with you. Again, we're over at booth 135. Thank you for your time this morning. Stop by. We've got some samples of fair trade organic chocolate from one of our customers, La Siembra Cooperative. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.